Hey everybody, welcome back to Tim Travels. It's Terry, your host. Good to be back with you. Thanks for tuning in. It's Thursday. I actually came back. I finished up home time. Came back out yesterday. I'm in Michigan today. Got stuck in a huge construction delay, like 2 hours. I-69, not a trucker's friend between like 94 and 96. So if you're going like I do sometimes, if you got to go up to that Meyer distribution center up in Lansing, anything like that, forget about it. Try using, I don't know, 127, 131, come across 96 or whatever. And I actually stopped at the Loves right there at 69 and 96, and I was like, should I go across 96? I'm like, no, my nav is telling me everything's cleared up. Not true. It was terrible. And I got just past the point to bail out. So that was kind of my day. Went through Detroit though. Got a little quiz for you on the geography front. So, what do the following 5 things have in common? First, the county that Detroit is located in. Second, the band that had the hit song Stacy's Mom. Third, the elementary school where I went in 3rd grade. Fourth, the second largest county in Indiana. And fifth, the county I was born in. Well, the answer to all of those questions is what they have in common is they were named after, either directly or indirectly, General Anthony Wayne, who might be the most famous Revolutionary War general that you've never heard of. But there's about a gazillion counties, cities, towns, boroughs, colleges, you name it, streets named after Anthony Mad Dog Wayne. And if you've ever been near like Maumee, Ohio, getting over towards Toledo, there's the Fallen Timbers battlefield. That was a battle that Wayne commanded, I guess, U.S. forces after the Revolutionary War and was the victor there. But so the answers to all those: Detroit is in Wayne County. The second largest city in Indiana is Fort Wayne. The band that recorded Stacy's Mom is called Fountains of Wayne, which is based on the name of a business in Wayne, New Jersey. Wayne, New Jersey is named after Anthony Wayne. I went to Wayne Central School in Ontario, New York, which is named after, the school district is kind of named after the county, which is also the county I was born in. But it's all named after Anthony Wayne. So when you see almost anything east of the Mississippi that says Wayne on it, odds are it was named after Anthony Wayne. Even stuff that's named Anthony sometimes, streets, stuff like that. So just a little history and geography mixed together today for Tim Travels fans. So I kind of got a sobering, and this is no pun intended, thing to talk about today. So the other day I got an email while I was on home time from our director of safety at my company. And it was an email basically reiterating the company's drug and alcohol policies, which of course are zero tolerance for that stuff, abusing that stuff, using drugs, drinking on the job, drinking in your truck, whatever. And I said to my wife, every time I get one of these messages, I know something happened. And actually, I should say at the beginning of the email, I think the director of safety said, due to recent events. And I was at another company where we had 3 DUIs in 1 week. And one of them, the driver also had some drugs in his truck, and assaulted somebody who was trying to record him on their phone. So, like, add an insult to injury, right? So, you know, we all know, if we're truckers, that we're in what is called a highly regulated industry. We have to take drug tests. We can be asked to take a drug test at any time by our employer, or I guess even, you know, by the police. I mean, it certainly could be ordered. We could certainly they could get a search warrant for our blood or our urine or whatever. But so what happened that precipitated the email from the safety director at my company was this: a driver was under the influence of some substance, and I don't know exactly what it was. And they trashed a lounge area that's used by lots of people, but mostly drivers. It's right outside of our maintenance area. And unlike a lot of companies, GP Transco shops and offices and, you know, driver areas, everything's under one roof. So, like, if your truck's, and really it reminds me of like a high-end car dealership, you know. It's like the service writer is there, there's like nice furniture, there's TV, like nice stuff, you know, right there. And then there's a big glass wall, and if you've seen any of the videos that the company has put out, you probably have seen that. But you could see them pull your truck in, you could see them working on your truck, you could see your truck when it pulls out. It's not mysterious like it is at a lot of companies, right, where you go in there. And all the maintenance guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again, best company I've been with when it comes to maintenance and stuff. But anyway, there's this lounge area, and it's accessible after hours, even though our shop has really great hours because they work till midnight on weekdays, and they're also open Saturday mornings. But this area also has like the washers and dryers that are free to use, and there's, like I said, there's two areas. One's like your living room with a TV and a nice, you know, sectional sofa place, bookshelves and everything. It's very nice looking, actually. And then on the other side of a wall, there's like a kitchen area, but that also has a TV, and off that area are men's and women's rooms that have showers. So all this is accessible to drivers 24/7. We all have key cards. So, you know, but there are also cameras in there. And this driver was, you know, trashing the place, tearing the place up, you know, just behaving in a totally unacceptable way. And apparently another driver confronted this driver about the fact that he was under the influence of, you know, something. And you know, and I'm not saying, because I don't know, you know. We could assume it's alcohol, but we don't know for sure. You know, and he was like really like frat boy in it, you know, just like totally unacceptable. And another driver confronted him, and he threatened the other driver, and, you know, then the authorities got involved, and it was really just a mess. And I'll just, you know, I'll just leave it at that. We're all adults here, right? We all can kind of conjure up what we think happened. But nonetheless, it was, you know, just totally unprofessional, totally unsatisfactory, just not the way, it's not the way somebody should act in their own home, let alone their workplace. So the point about this is that, you know, it happens at other companies. You know, like I said, it's happened at another trucking company I was at. I was at Knight. You know, Knight's a big company, so I'm sure they had problems. Knight actually had a workplace shooting one time at one of its shops. So, you know, every company has issues with people that they have to deal with. And even though my company's kind of small, no one's immune to it. But here's my message. When I was in the Navy, when I first went in the Navy, first of all, the drinking age was 18 when I went in the Navy. But we partied pretty damn hard. And if you ask anybody that was in the Navy in the 80s, they'll probably tell you the same thing. In fact, I don't think it's changed a lot. It's probably a little less tolerant than they were. But I also served as a collateral duty drug and alcohol program advisor. And what that is you're a principal advisor to the commanding officer about members of the unit and any interactions that they have that involve drug or alcohol issues. And so it wasn't like I was a counselor or therapist. I was the guy that advised the commanding officer about programs that the Navy had, like treatment, different things that different options we had for handling people that got in trouble with drugs or alcohol. And so my message here is this. We're all adults, like I said, okay? And I know that every truck stop I go to sells beer. And I know that truck drivers sometimes, either depending on their background or just what they're exposed to out on the road, they come in contact with people that are, let's say, sketchy. And there's temptation out there. And people carry stuff with them. A lot of everybody gets a drug test when they sign on with a company, or they should. But, that's a snapshot, right? It's like one moment in time. And it wouldn't surprise me that people know they're going to go get a job with a trucking company and they're going to get a drug test. And so they leave the stuff alone for a while. It also wouldn't surprise me that there are people that are alcoholics, high-functioning alcoholics in this industry. I know there were high-functioning alcoholics that I was in the Navy with. And oftentimes they were the top performers in the command because they overcompensate. But here's my message. If you got a problem, right? If you got a problem, you should just stop what you're doing and ask for help. Because I don't care what your problem is. I don't care if it's irritable bowel syndrome. I don't care if you got, hangnails, male pattern baldness, you got bloating, cramps, hemorrhoids that are acting up. None of that is going to get fixed by getting shit-faced and showing up at work, or getting shit-faced in your truck. It's not going to fix it, okay? The other thing that it's not going to fix is it's not going to fix if your DM treats you badly, okay? It's not going to fix if your wife's angry with you, or your girlfriend's pregnant, or your neighbor hates you. None of that is going to get fixed by you getting tanked up and doing something stupid and ending up in handcuffs, okay? And so I know that everybody conceptually knows that, but I was, after this incident at, my last company and at the company I'm at now, I try to figure out what is the thinking that goes into a person's behavior when they know they're in a highly regulated industry, when they know that, they're being watched all the time, right? Like you're watched by other drivers on the road, other truck drivers, what is it that goes through your head that's makes you think that what you're about to do is going to be okay? So I don't know the answer to that, but what I do know is that every industry, every walk of life, people have problems. And some people self-medicate. And self-medication often is not the best way to go. And so this incident at my company is just illustrates the human condition. It just illustrates that sometimes good people, because I don't know who it was, I don't know anything about that person, but a lot of times good people do stupid things. They do bad things. And a lot of times it's just because they didn't get somebody that said, hey, this isn't right, let's get you some help. Okay? And a lot of people say, oh, I can handle it, I don't need anybody's help. That may or may not be true. But this job is too important in terms of requirements for safety and alertness. I mean, we got the government telling us how long we can drive, right? That ought to tell you something about safety and about obeying rules and stuff like that. So if you're the type that thinks it's okay to, knock back a 6-pack during your 10-hour break, or it's okay to drink at work, which being in your truck is drinking at work. I don't care if you're off duty, right? You either need to maybe find a new career, or you need to take the career you have more seriously and think about others. Whether it's your family, your co-drivers, the general public, whatever it is. You drive a truck for a reason. You work for a trucking company for a reason. You need to decide if that reason is more important than self-medicating, partying, priming the pump, taking the edge off, whatever you want to call it. So I share that with you. Welcome comments, obviously. Please subscribe if you like this. Please subscribe if you don't. Share it. But I just want everybody to be safe and, keep the job you have or find a better one, but don't go out on a bad note. It's just not worth it. So anyway, take care, be safe, and we'll catch you next time.